Tonight, a special CNN town hall. Former presidential candidate Senator Bernie Sanders will sit down with Chris Cuomo and answer questions on a host of subjects, including how Democrats will work with the Trump administration, taking questions from members of the town hall as well. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern, live tonight, only here on CNN. Joining us now, Jane Sanders, the wife of Bernie Sanders, a key member of his presidential campaign, a critically important advisor to her husband as well. Jane, thanks very much for joining us.
Good to be here, Wolf.
So how do the Democrats, from your perspective, plan to work with the Republicans and the Trump administration?
Well, unlike the Republicans who stymied President Obama right from the beginning, that said, don't work with him whether he's right or wrong. We'll work with him when he's right, and we'll oppose him when he's wrong, and hold him to some of the words that he used to get elected, like saying he wouldn't cut Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid, and that he was a different kind of politician. So we'll see. You know, hopefully he'll work on infrastructure with him. The Democrats will work with President Trump if he's serious about increasing jobs and protecting Social Security.
So there are some areas of agreement. Infrastructure, as you point out, building new roads, bridges, airports. That's an area where Democrats and the Trump administration clearly can get along. I know that your husband agrees with them basically on a lot of the trade issues as well.
Yes.
The assumption that China, for example, other countries, Mexico, they've been taking U.S. jobs away. So you think that's going to be the focus right now, or will the focus be in areas where you totally disagree? For example, climate change.
Oh, yeah. Climate change, we hope that he's going to walk back the things that he said. But infrastructure, as long as he doesn't privatize all the roads, and in terms of trade policies, I mean, that is something that they have spoken about, and certainly the people that voted for President-elect Trump agreed with Bernie on the trade issues and with him on the trade issues, a number of the people that voted for him. So we're hoping to find common ground. I mean, what better way? You put the people first, not the profits, and not politics. You put the people first, and you work together where you can, and you fight for the people when you think that he's wrong.
Jane, President Obama tomorrow night will give his farewell speech in Chicago. A senior Obama administration official described the president's speech this way, and I'm quoting now, saying, "This will not be a policy speech, nor will it be a contrast speech. The president's goal is to end his time in office the way he started it, optimistic and hopeful." Are you feeling that optimism, given the severe setbacks the Democrats suffered, losing the White House, the majority in the Senate, the majority in the House?
Well, you know, I'm always an optimist, Wolf, and I think tomorrow's always a better day. So I think that one of the things that people voted for was change and to shake up the system. We definitely are getting that. The question is whether or not we can work with the president-elect and his appointees to try to affect change that we consider best for the people. More jobs, better health care, better child care, worrying about and dealing with climate change. He's a businessman. He will want to see results. He does not want to be a failure. We want to help him succeed in the areas that we can find agreement upon. So, and President Obama and his family, his entire family, have served the country with dignity and with respect, and we owe them a debt of gratitude for that. I mean, they've represented us well. Now, you know, of course, there's policy differences with among Democrats, among independents, among Republicans. Let's try to find common ground. One of the things you mentioned earlier was Meryl Streep and talking about humiliation and disrespect not being the order of the day. As you know, Bernie and I run the campaigns without any of that. We absolutely stay away from any negative campaigning. That might not be politically expedient, but it's the right thing to do. And our hope is that going forward, that model will continue to work for everybody.
Jane Sanders, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. One other thing, Wolf, I just wanted to say, you mentioned California with Meryl Streep. One of the things the media needs to cover is the Democratic Party delegate elections. In California, there was a progressive sweep. I haven't seen it reported anywhere but online. So, just a thought.
All right. Jane, as usual, we'll continue these conversations down the road. Jane Sanders joining us from Vermont. An important note to all of our viewers, don't forget CNN's Town Hall live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. Former presidential candidate, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, sitting down with Chris Cuomo, answering questions on how Democrats will work with the Trump administration. We'll be right back.